Hey guys, Toster12 here. How we doing? Let's get this thing off the field, get it washed up, fueled up, get it maintenance done, get it cleaned and maintained, because trust me, it needs it. And then we'll go harvest some sunflower. We need to get the sunflower off the field anyway. That, and we gotta do some cotton and corn, because they're both ready. So, boom, disconnect that. Come in here and do some needed maintenance and repair. Hook back up to that, because now we need to also repair our header, I figure. Maybe that's close enough. I guess we'll see. Oh, it is good. Not too bad, but we'll go ahead and do it while we're here. There we go. Now let's get these two washed up. And the thing with washing, I hate doing it, but you have less maintenance on them when you keep them clean, typically. So we'll get this done, get them all cleaned up nice and pretty. And we're going to need a different header, which we have. We just have to go switch out. Get those all nice and clean and pretty. Yeah. Uh-oh. We need a longer hose. Or I should park closer. One or the other. We'll just climb on top of it. That'll work. It's a piece of farm machinery, right? We do it all the time. Climb on it. Climb all over it. Run around it. That's like when we did when we was kids, or I did anyway. If there was a tractor anywhere close and I was a kid, I was on it. I was checking it out and probably pushing buttons and pushing pedals and doing things I wasn't supposed to do. And that's probably why a lot of them didn't run after that. But anyway, I had fun. Or I thought I did. And then when I started driving them, I was like, oh, this is cool. And then after a little bit of that, I was like, okay, I'm ready to go to town, go run around. But now, oh yeah, you can stick me on a tractor all day long. I'd be happy. There's our other header over here. Over here, yeah, it's over here. And we have a problem. It is not. Crap. This ought to be fun. It doesn't have a header trailer, and it doesn't come with its own cart. Fold up, fold away cart. So, do what anybody else would do. Push it out here and connect to it. And I don't think they actually make the corn headers with the foldaways, do they? I don't know. I'll have to look and see. I don't remember, honestly. No. Ooh, wrong one. I was going to the wrong pole barn. Dang it. Back up over here. Yeah, get up over here. Get where you're supposed to be. And we'll just push it out and connect to it. You didn't see this. It was already out here, I promise. That's where it was supposed to be. Right in the way. Boom, we're connected. See? Now let's look, see if we got a fold away. If we've got a fold away header, I think I'll be trading this out. I don't think there is as far as corn headers. Well, it'll fold up, but it's only 6 meters. That's a 9 meter. That's doable. A 12 meter. Look, there's a 12 meter. 9.1. We've got a 12.3, but it's not fold up. That's a fold away. Well, you know what we're going to go do, don't you? Or should we go with the green? Honestly, say the yellow. I think the yellow looks better. Yeah. Oops. Well, would you look at that? We're going to take it up there anyway. I'm not going to sell it right here. I just want to see what the slot count is for that. Just wondering. Oh my gosh. That is 26 slot counts. Holy mother of Moses. Jeez. Oh yeah, that's 5. Yeah, that's happening. Yep, we're gonna go do that now. We're gaining slot counts on that. Oh yeah, because I have all these used, as you can see, and the big part of that is because I've used John Deere everything, for the most part, machinery-wise. If it was John Deere and it's possible to use, chances are I used it, except for the header here, or the cereal header, and also straw harvest. Yes, the straw harvest killed me in slot count because of the fact of it takes a vast majority of slots. I'll show you in just a second. It's like the John Deere. It's a slot hog. So much. So let me jump out right here and just do this. Keep my silage going. Got a double dump, kind of, in a way. If I had 2 trucks, it'd be doubles. But well, it's still doubles, just not at the same time. And I just turned that off. Wrong button. We'll get this on the way up there to change out the header because we're saving slot count and we're probably saving a little money anyway. So, as I was saying, the DLC, or DLC, I call it DLC. Well, that and my hay and equipment right there kind of takes up a slot count or 2 or 3. Okay, that's over here, this way. The harvest, straw harvest. See, that takes up 26 slots. That's crazy. John Deere's notorious for that. But you'll look, the straw harvest, the Brego planter takes up, oops, hang on. Just see now it's off course. And we're here. Hang on. We'll look at that in a second. We're here, so to save grace of me making the trash counter look like a... Never mind. I started saying make the trash counter look like a box fan on high, and then I hit a signpost. Okay. Just right about there should work. Get it dropped off. And we'll do the exact same thing. Brand new. Barely used. We're here to trade that in, thank you. Okay. Now the Brego, the cedars and stuff, it hit me hard too, because 26 on that, 24 on that. So it did hit hard with those slot counts. But look at that, 29, 39, and this is the crone for the straw harvest. 16 for the bale shredder. So it hit hard. It knocked me in the dirt on that. And I want to say all the John Deere tractors, the straw harvest, really in the Brago equipment there took a number and hit me hard as far as slot count, because everyone knows I'm a big slot count. I hate it and I hate John Deere because they take up so much slots. And among other things, take up slots. Right there, 42, 39, 47, 42, that's 38, that's slot hog, 35, 3, 3, 3. Now the reason those are threes is because I have multiple of those. Initially, those are in the 20s and 30s and 40s, so same difference. Let's go sell this. And if you didn't know, when you sell equipment, bring it in and sell it at the store. You gain more profit that way. Let me show you. Now there's a caveat. Unless you're using seasons. If you're using seasons, if you have seasons activated, it doesn't matter. You get the same price as if you sell it from your menu or you sell it at the store. Either way. But like right now, I can come in and boom, there it is. I can get $101,843 if I sell it out of my menu. I don't have seasons, so it's $101,843. Now that same header, boom, at the store, at the dealership, is $122,212. $122,212 for $101,843. Which would you go for? It's your choice. Now, if you're using seasons, that will all happen. Both numbers will be the same. However, I'm not using seasons, so I'm going to get the higher price. There you go. Now let's buy our slot saver, and it's cheaper. That is just amazing. And we're just going to go with yellow because I think it just looks better. I like that. It may not look better once I get it on the harvester, but oh yeah, I think it's going to look good. Now that looks amazing. I think that's awesome. Save slots and we save money. It's a win-win. I'll get down here and get started harvesting the sunflower, and I'll be back with you in just a moment. A little bit. A moment. A little bit. I'll be back in just a tad. Well, I'm back. What I've done is I went ahead and purchased a second harvester. Went ahead and got the workers started on the harvest for the sunflower seeds in both fields. That way we don't have any confusion as to what I'm harvesting, what truck I need to dump, and everything else like that. Because if I'm doing corn in one field and sunflowers in another, I have to make sure my trailer here, is empty before I collect from the other harvester. And in doing both fields the same, I don't have to worry about that. And I just leave the trailers down there for silage in them because they're being used for the silage right now. So I have this one. Like I said, I love the tippers. I don't figure either. I know the new one is not. Are ready to dump, but just in case, and I'll probably go ahead and take this one over because he's got a few problems here. It looks like he's having to miss some things. Of course, this is an oddly shaped field. These fields are not user friendly. Take over, we start the harvester, and boom, we've got this. Now we are in control. We're going to harvest this, finish harvesting this. get all this done. The thing I like about the workers, they make nice, pretty straight lines. That's one thing they've got going for them. I have to say that. Other than that, they're called actual idiots. That they are. And beware, because if you do hire workers and your fields are real close together, they will go from one field to another harvesting if it's the same crop. So, a little tidbit there, if your fields are close together, make sure you rotate crops or have the other stuff planted in the different crops because they will go from field to field. In harvesting, it will stop them if it's not the same type of field, same type of crop. However, if they're cultivating or if they're plowing, it does not matter. I've lost, I cannot tell you how many liters or how many acres in crop that I lost because a worker has plowed it under because he was a hired worker and he was plowing the land. He didn't know. Anyway, they were fired. Shouldn't take too long to get this one done because it's a fairly smaller field from what we have on here. As you can tell, me get to the end of this and I'll pull the map up because our cotton harvest is going to be huge. That may be a episode all to itself. See, this is actually the smallest that we have. Actually, this one and these two are the smallest fields we have because look at those. I mean, that's probably the largest, and it's in corn right now. And we have sunflower. We had canola and canola, not Moneybeans and Moneybeans. And here we have our cotton harvest. I may even extend this on down some, but there's a big tree orchard, I guess you can call it, a big forest right here of trees on a big part of 40. So we'd actually have to go around that. I would cut this one out and probably cut part of that out and maybe even that. And maybe take this part right here out of this one from 39. That would have a complete field to myself of nothing but just cotton or a field regardless. I don't know. All in due time. Because we got plenty of land to play with. We just don't know what we want to do. What we need to do right now is harvest the corn, the soybeans, and the cotton. Like I said, cotton, I may save that for another episode all to itself because I'm kind of curious to see how many bales of cotton we're going to get out of there. That's going to be amazing. That's going to be a lot of cotton. Make a lot of t-shirts and underwear with that, that's for sure. And yeah, we got it. Okay. Catch this little strip right here. And it wasn't the worker's fault. I actually started going down the side right here and then handed it off to the worker up here somewhere where it was at. And when he got done with his flip-flop, he just come right down the opposite side of where I was at. So that was neither here nor there. It wasn't his fault, wasn't my fault. That's just the way it ended up and the way it worked. So no big deal. We can fix it now though. I like these John Deere harvesters. I don't like the slot counts. Let me just throw that out there. Everyone knows that with me. I'm a big slot count advocate because I just think it's bull. Anyway, I do like these John Deere harvesters because of the capacity that they hold for the harvest. That is amazing. 22,000, I think it is, some odd liters. That is amazing in and of itself. I mean, when you go to thinking you're harvesting, I just bought that one. Oh, wait, no. Just bought this one. Same thing, 0 days old. Same capacities too. So 22,905 liters, almost 23,000 liters capacity they hold. So when you're talking about harvesting and you don't want to have to be dropping your harvest every 2 to 5 minutes because your bin's full, your grain bin's full, and you don't want to have a chaser chasing you everywhere, these are the way to go. I'm telling you, these are it. If you can afford them at all, and you got the slot appropriation for it, they're amazing. I do have to hand it to them. They may take a lot of slot counts, but once, if you'll notice, and this is on any equipment, it's not just these, once you purchase the said piece of equipment, if it's, a 10, 20, 30 slot count, whatever the case may be, the second one, the third and fourth and subsequent, whichever it keeps going, is either 1, 2, or 3 slots. So, because you've already had your slots eaten up with the first one, and I guess they realize that. So each subsequent piece of a machinery is actually 1, 2, or 3 slots that it uses. So it goes dramatically way down for each one you buy after the first one. That's why it really didn't bother me to buy the second one of this, because of the fact of it only took 3 slot counts for this second one. Now the first one will eat your lunch, but the second, however, is graciously more generous than this. Yeah, we'll get this done pretty quick. I've seen the other one over there working. It may be full or close to it. This one is. So I'm probably fixing to have to empty both of these. And if I do, I'll put a worker back on this one and let my worker do its thing while I'm doing my thing. That's the thing I love about workers. I think you're limited to 6 workers, which I've very rarely ever hit that limit, just so you know. A couple times I wish I'd had 7, but I made do with the 6. So it is what it is. And I want to say there's a limit to it. I want to say there's a 6 limit, but I could be wrong. Something's telling me there's a limit of 6. There's so much to this game, and there's so much that runs together with me, because I do good to keep my first, middle, and last name correct and in order. So, with that being said, I do good to keep everything in order with this game, much less than every other one I play. So, it's a daily challenge. I love it. Speaking of daily challenges, that's on Red Dead. Anyway, this one's about full. I think I'm just going to go ahead and empty it. It's at 90% full. And I bet that one needs to be emptied, or it's close to it. So I'm going to go ahead and empty this into my bin here and put the worker on it, and then go over and check that one, because I bet you money it probably needs it. And pipe out. Ooh, stop. Yeah, nearly full. Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured it's about time for that, because of the fact this one's full, and it was almost running close to the same time, so. But I took over, had a few gaps in there of time lapse, so compared the two, by the time I get this done, get the worker started on it, and get over there, it'll probably be full. Doesn't take long at all. But it's enough time to give you to get from point A to point B, or to do a few things that you need to do, more than a harvester that has 10,000 liters capacity or 14,000 liter capacity. So that 10 to 15,000 liter capacity bump is amazing. There we go. Back it up. workers started on it over here. And this doing this with the harvesters will actually cut my harvest time down tremendously. And I will be using both of these harvesters on the cornfield over here. Okay, guys, we're back. And what I'm doing is I got the two harvesters. I got both workers hired in both harvesters. I've got one on one side of the field going back and forth, and one on the other side going back and forth. I'm the hot shot. With these two harvesters moving, it keeps me busy transporting back and forth with a chase bin. I've actually robbed one of my 70,000 liter BSM trailers. And as soon as the other one is empty from silage, I'll be using it as well. So I'll be able to hold 140,000, which will make my life a little easier back and forth. Because right now I can just do 70. So when I get the other one, that's going to be much, much easier. So with that said, we need to go check it out. I just refilled the silage bin. It only holds 50,000, so it can only process, I don't remember what it is per hour, but it holds 50,000 at one time. I've got about 11,000 something left in that trailer. Hopefully, it goes by pretty quick. So I can rob it and finish this out. But I do this, and once the harvester is empty, I'll go grab the other one, and I'll make a dump at the silo. And about that time, it's ready to empty this one again. So, yep, it's empty. Boom. I'll just go ahead and catch up what little bit it's got right here on the very end. Not much. It's done. Enough anyway. So now I should have just flipped around the other way, but I'll go this way because I actually think it's coming back up. And it may be on the opposite side. I don't know. We'll have to go check. But that's what I do. And I flip-flop back and forth between the two harvesters. And it keeps me busy. But on the same token, I get this field knocked out fairly quick. Quicker than what you would actually think. Yeah, it's doing good. So let's go do this. We'll flip up the other side. I don't have the crop destruction turned on. I don't know why I'm not darting across the field because I usually do. But anywho, I have it. I don't. And it's on this side. Oh well, no crop destruction. It's okay. I'll go ahead and empty this one out. Go make the dump. And then go check on our silage. And with this, like I said, that one over there will be almost ready to dump again, or close to it. Once I make the silage run and come back, they fill up pretty quick. And then I'll come back and finish up the end spots that they missed or couldn't get to or didn't get to. I'll finish those up by myself. And honestly, what I'll do is I'll probably put a worker on one and finish up the other myself. So that way both of them gets done pretty quick and the field is knocked out. We got that taken care of. And you'd think with both harvesters running, it wouldn't, one trailer, the 70,000 liter tipper here, wouldn't keep you as busy, but it keeps you fairly busy because you figure both of these harvesters hold, what is it, 44,000 roughly, 45,000 liters, which is, if I could keep the truck running, which is almost half of the, right around half of the tipper because it's 70,000 liter. But it keeps you hopping pretty good. I've got room for more, so I may go back and forth to the other one because I've still got a little over half. And I'm just catching the field right there. It's empty. So let's go over here and catch this one again. And I'll go dump. We'll just cut through the field like we never even knew it was there. That's one thing I love about the crop destruction turned off. Because honestly, if it was turned on, I wouldn't have any crops at all. Because I dart through these things, I go through these fields, and it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. I just drive everywhere. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Kind of what I thought. So we'll get this emptied out, and boom, we'll have this done for the most part on this flip-flop, because we got a lot to go. We got quite a bit of corn left in this field, let me tell you. And we are just picking up remnants of the field now. So, okay. I know, it's kind of a goofy trip, because we could hold 20,000 more liters, but, you know, I just, something to do, keeps me moving, keeps me going. I don't have to wait around. It's one of those, I don't have to hurry up and wait, if you will. I've got a worker hired on this field here. He's cultivating. He's getting it ready to replant. I sold the John Deere forage harvester and head. We really don't need it anymore. We've got plenty of silage. So I went ahead and sold that. That gave us a chunk of change. Not only a chunk of change, it freed up over 40 slots. So with that being said, we got more room to buy equipment. Money right now is not a problem, but we got more room to buy equipment. That's the deal. If I need it, chances are I've got room to buy it. So let's see how much corn we already have. We've almost got 200,000 liters in corn. I think I had like 20 or 30,000 liters in there. So that anything over the, let's say 30,000 liters, anything over that is what come off this field. We'll even give it 50. I'll even give it a buffer of 50. Because I know I've put 3 of these in there. So that's 140 right there off the bat. 210. I don't know how much we have left in there. 201. So everything, I just put 2 of these in there. Well, that was only 50 right there. So that wasn't a whole 70. So it's, I know I've put 2. So that's 140,000 liters. And both of those were full. And that was 50. So it's 190. So it's very possible. Evidently, there's about 20,000 liters left in there. We'll say 30. Just to be on the safe side, we'll say 30. Give it a buffer zone of 30,000. So anything over 30,000 liters, we'll say is what I harvested off of that field. So 201 right now. So 170, not bad. I don't think anyway. Let's check this out, see what we can't dump in here. And now I'm going to use that IT runner trailer. Yeah, the Bergman right there. I'm going to use that for the silage to run back and forth. Since it only holds 50,000 at one time, that holds 48. Oh, wouldn't you know it? Right there, 5680, just a little bit left. So it holds 48,000 liters. This holds 50,000 to process. That'll equal out pretty good. I can empty the trailer of that, go back and fill up and have it ready to dump again. Let's see if we can get rid of this little bit right here. Come on. It's going to take a little bit, isn't it? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Story of my life. Okay, I'll get rid of this, and I'll meet you back at the cornfield.